Hello, people of the internet, my name is Johnny and welcome to a very exciting FNAF merchandise news video, because today is day 1 of the New York Toy Fair, and thanks to this event we've gotten brand new looks at some incredible products from FhatMojo, Funko, and finally Jazwares. So we're going to be going through all of the brand new plushies and figures and construction sets revealed for FNAF by all of these companies. So if you're excited for the brand new FNAF merchandise, scroll down, tickle that subscribe button, because you bet we're going to be reviewing all of them when they finally come out. And first up, let's start off with FhatMojo, because a FNAF fan over on Reddit was able to find one of their brand new FNAF construction sets. And as you can see, this one features Roxanne Wolf, and it's themed around security breach with her charging station, with this particular set including 124 pieces, and it looks like this was found at Toys R Us actually. Now what immediately caught a lot of fans' attention is the figure of Roxanne. Not only is the figure pretty accurate, really good mold, really good painting on the figurine itself, but you're also able to take off her head and reveal her endo underneath. A feature that longtime FNAF merch collectors should know is that this is a feature from McFarlane. So it seems that FhatMojo is making their brand new construction sets be compatible with the older construction sets from all those years ago, which is a super nice touch. They did not have to do that, but I'm super thankful that they did. As for the set itself, I'll be honest, it's a little underwhelming. I'm really hoping that eventually down the line, I'm not sure if they're starting off with charging stations for the security breach cast, but hopefully down the line they can get a bit more complex and elaborate with their scenes. So while the set itself, I'm a little disappointed by, the figurine looks incredible and I can't wait to see what else FhatMojo has in store. And now let's move on to Funko. First up, we got a brand new in-person look at their recent Toy Freddy Biddy Pop. It's so funny because literally today my plan was to release a FNAF news video talking about stuff like this brand new Biddy Pop that Funko revealed, as well as FhatMojo talking about their construction set. So when that video comes out, probably like tomorrow or something, pretend that's the first time you're hearing it, okay? But anyways, this is a brand new Biddy Pop with Toy Freddy, and as you can see, they have a little arcade cabinet display for him, and this will retail for about $8, which I'd say is pretty fair. But I think the main thing people are really excited about from Funko today is we finally got our first look, our first proper official look at their upcoming Withered pop figures. Oh, those guys look awesome. We did see some prototype, like scrapped versions of Withered Bonnie and Withered Freddy a couple months ago, but those very clearly were early prototypes. So here on the back of Mangle's box, we can see the full lineup: Withered Bonnie, Withered Chica, Withered Foxy, Withered Freddy, and Mangle, who looks absolutely incredible, might I add. I think the only figure I'm a little bit iffy on right now is Withered Chica. For Withered Chica, right, her huge gaping eye sockets are really a main feature of her design. So with how tiny the Funko Pop eyes are on a figure, I think it looks a little bit off on the Funko Pop for her, but everyone else I love, love, love. And these should be releasing in only a few months now come spring. So FNAF merch fans, I would love to know what are your thoughts on Funko's upcoming Withered Pop figures. It's still so crazy to look at that image and see, oh my god, we're finally getting some Funko merch based on the Withereds. That is everything in regards to FhatMojo and Funko, and now I'd say let's move on to the main show, which is Jazwares. To kind of simplify what's going on with Jazwares, by the way, pretty much they took Funko's ability to make action figures and plushies, and now they can make Funko's action figures and plushies. Does that make sense? So we are no longer getting any plushies or figures from Funko, and what we're about to see from Jazwares is what we've got coming up for figures and plushies. And so starting off with some of the smaller Jazwares news, first up they showed off some plushie keychains of the first FNAF 1 gang. Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, Golden Freddy as well, you'll love to see them. It is important to mention as well that everything from Jazwares we're going to take a look at today are still whips. So what you're going to see in this video are not the final designs, they still have changes to do. And if you're really passionate, I would encourage you to leave a comment. What changes do you want to see for the Jazwares products? Because I'm sure they're listening to the fans and I'm sure they would love some feedback from what they've shown off so far. But those are the plushie keychains, some pretty small plushies. They look a little bit goofy, but I feel like a lot of these smaller FNAF plushies do anyway. And they also come inside these little boxes here. I'm not sure if they're going to be blind bags, but I guess we're going to have to wait and see. But getting a little bit bigger with our plushies, they have revealed some official FNAF Squishmallows. If you did not know, Jazwares is the owner of the original Squishmallows license, so we're finally going to get some FNAF Squishmallow plushies. And these guys look pretty detailed. Honestly, in my opinion, they might look a bit too detailed. I don't know if it's just me, but a lot of the Squishmallows I see have very simple faces, just like black eyes, and that's it. And right now I'm kind of on the fence if the more detailed faces look better or worse than what the typical Squishmallow looks like, but I certainly don't think they look bad. I do enjoy these products. I will absolutely be picking them up. They look super, super adorable, and I'd love to know what are your thoughts, FNAF Squishmallow fans. Are you going to be picking these guys up when they release? And I should also mention that a lot of the Jazwares products, all of them, I'm pretty sure, have an estimated time of release this fall. And then for our next plushie, we have an animatronic plushie. Funko did a very similar concept a couple years back, and it looks like for this plushie, they have glowing eyes. They're able to speak, and it looks like move their mouth a bit. And then they also have full posability, which is really awesome. As you're gonna see later on, a lot of Jazwares' products have a lot of features in them, which are super, super exciting additions. I think Freddy's face here could do with a bit of reworking. Maybe make his eyes bigger, his mouth a bit smaller, though, again, just like the Squishmallows, I don't dislike this plushie. I am very intrigued by his features. Again, massive shout out to Jazwares for not just doing, oh, a plushie, oh, a figure. They do some really cool stuff with their products, as you're gonna see. But finally, for plushies, let's take a look at their main FNAF plushie wave, which includes the Puppet, Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. And these guys look super adorable. I will agree with everyone. I think the Puppet's face could absolutely do with some touching up. I think it's the eyes that could do with a bit of fixing up, but other than that, all the other 4 plushies, they look super, super fantastic. Aaron Margolin, who is the senior global brand manager at Jazwares for FNAF, says, I always loved the plushies that appeared in the FNAF games. So it was a no-brainer to use that established stylization as the basis for our mainline plush. And then also confirm that the plushies come in at 8 inches. But now, let's move on to probably the thing we were all most anticipating, Jazwares' action figures. And believe it or not, Jazwares is going to be making 2 series of figures. And let's start off with their world of figures, which, as you can see, are the toy animatronics. Oh, dude, finally! It's about time we finally got some figures of the toys. Those FNAF AR reskins, they do not count, Funko. I'm talking about the original toys. And as you can see for this lineup here, we got Toy Freddy, Toy Chica, Toy Bonnie, and that incredible Mangle figure. These might be some of the best molds we've ever seen for a FNAF figure. I'm gonna say it. These look spot on. I think the paint job looks pretty good as well. To be quite honest with you, these really just look like shrunken down versions of the toys. And if there was one set of FNAF characters to make look good as toys, well, it's got to be the toys. Here we can see the packaging that the toys come in. I'm not going to get over that joke. The toys. And I think the packaging looks fine. I'm a big fan of like the FNAF UI elements they've got going on. And also, as you can see from the packaging, they also have glowing eyes, which is awesome. And then they also have jump scare action. And it looks like when you press on their tummies, Toy Freddy's big old tummy, he throws up his arms, maybe his mouth opens as well, and it does a little jump scare. That is so incredible. Like I said, Jazwares is doing some incredible features with their figurines. Toy Chica also does the same thing. Toy Bonnie also does the same thing. However, Mangle is a little bit unique here because Jazwares has explained that the Mangle figure is quite literally a take apart and put back together attraction. Just like Mangle and FNAF 2. They can't jump scare, but you're able to take apart their pieces, which again is just a super neat detail. And you may think, for all of these features that these figures have, they gotta be pretty expensive, right? You know, a Funko figure is maybe $12, $15. These guys are $9.99. They're $10. I'm not sure how Jazwares can get away with that, because that is actually insane. These incredible figures with the incredible features, only $10? It's insane. It really is. But also, these toy figures are not the only figures that Jazwares will be making, because they also showed off their Endo series of action figures, and once again, I can't wrap my head around this. So as you can see from the packaging, it comes with an Endo skeleton figure, which already looks pretty awesome. Already, I would pay for an Endo figure just by itself. However, for $24.99, which is the price of this pack, you get 2 suits, a Freddy suit and a Withered Freddy suit. And as you can see, not only do they have glowing eyes once more, you can snap on the suit pieces onto the Endo to literally make Freddy frickin' Fazbear. And then if you want a Withered Freddy figure, you can just take the suit off, pop on some new pieces of suit, and boom, you got a brand new figure. What an incredible concept with incredible execution. The suits themselves look pretty good. I think the Withered Freddy figure looks incredible for really the first Withered Freddy figure we've ever seen. I think regular Freddy here could use a little bit of reworking, you know, especially with his coloring, his painting. Like the inside of his ears aren't painted. He looks like he's missing some eyelids as well. Maybe it's just the closed mouth, but overall his face does look a little bit wonky. And also those freckles need to be moved to the front of his snout. But other than that, some insane figures here, man. And again, just the fact that you start off with an endoskeleton figure and you can literally build yourself Withered Freddy. You can put on Withered Freddy's suit onto the endo. It's so cool. They also revealed that exact same endo concept with Bonnie here. And once again, I think Withered Bonnie here looks pretty dang good, though classic Bonnie, again, could use a little bit of touching up. I think it's the ears that are really throwing me off. The shape of them and also maybe the length seem a little bit off, and maybe the color of Bonnie as well. It looks like his Help Wanted model, which I guess would mean it's accurate, but it does seem a little bit too dark blue to me. And once again, these figures come with full articulation. You can pose them however you'd like. And Aaron also shared a bit of backstory behind making these figures, which is neat, and also confirmed that they're 6 inches. And that is everything revealed for FhatMojo, Funko, and Jazwares today. I'd really love to know, especially with Jazwares, because they're brand new to the FNAF merch scene. What are your thoughts on everything? I think love or hate Jazwares, you cannot deny how incredible their launching products are. And then also with Funko, well, it's unfortunate we're never going to see figures and plushies from them. It seems like the remaining lines that they can make, you know, like Funko Pops, it seems like they're really going to try to go all in on. So we got that to look forward to as well. And then FhatMojo's construction sets, which there's not much to go off of right now, but so far, I'm pretty optimistic. Maybe that's just me though. Like I said, your thoughts on everything. I'd love to know if you have criticism, especially for Jazwares. Leave them in the comments. I'm sure they're going to read them. I do want to give a massive shout out to Aaron from Jazwares for sending me some extra details about their products and what they have planned for launch. Aaron has been incredible to talk to, a super passionate FNAF fan. So trust me, the people making these products are also FNAF fans, and they're really trying their best to give FNAF fans exactly what they want. And so far, I think they're doing so. But that's going to do it for this FNAF news video. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I'll see you all on the flip side. Goodbye.